Hello everyone, I am coming to you from my fragrance closet, and if you have checked out my Instagram, I did a IG live tour of my closet here in my office, and it is pretty much at this point dedicated exclusively to my love of perfumes and fragrances. I don't discriminate. I have fragrances at all price points, everything from, you know, these $300 Christian Louboutin fragrances to Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret. And so in today's video, I wanted to share my most complimented perfumes and the kind of inexpensive dupes that I wear also. And my secret to having dupes for fragrances is actually layering them. I like to have kind of a base of the designer fragrance and then follow up with, you know, overspraying the inexpensive one so that you're not wasting the, you know, your expensive fragrance. This video is in collaboration with Dossier Perfumes. They very kindly reached out and sent me a bunch of fragrances to try out and to test. And as soon as I received it, I immediately turned around and ordered more because I was just like, oh my gosh, these are such good dupes for the designer fragrances. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. The first one is Chance Eau Tundra. And I love this one. This is the Chance Eau Tundra Eau de Parfum. I have the Eau de Toilette and I've already almost finished it. I need to refill it at some point. But I love this one. This is kind of my daily fragrance. This is great for summer, very florally and refreshing. The Dossier inspired version of Chance Eau Tundra is floral grapefruit. And I love when fragrances do this, when they tell you the notes on the label. So the top notes here you see are grapefruit, pear, blackcurrant. Middle notes are hyacinth and jasmine and lilac. Base notes, orris, musk, and amberwood. This is like a spot-on dupe of Chanel Chance Eau Tundra. If you're familiar with Chance Eau Tundra, it's very refreshing, but the Eau Tundra is a lot sweeter, and it's almost like the nectar of a white floral and then very grapefruity, which I love. I love grapefruit fragrances. Chance Eau Tundra, the large size, is $138, I believe. Dossier is $49, and they offer a money-back guarantee, so if you don't like it, you can return it risk-free. I will include an affiliate link for some of these below if you're interested. But yeah, I love this. I douse myself with Chance Eau Tundra, and so to have a dupe for it, it just kind of makes it last so much longer because then you're not wasting the more expensive fragrance. So now, as you can see, I love Tom Ford fragrances. I have many Tom Ford fragrances. And one of my favorite for the summer is Soleil Blanc. This is the Eau de Toilette, so it's a lighter concentration. This one is for 50 ml, retails for $134. But just like their parfum, they're anywhere from $250 to $300, which is just so crazy. And I love this. It's a very kind of sunscreeny, suntanny, summer fancy resort fragrance. I love this for the summer and spring. Dossier's version of Tom Ford Soleil Blanc is called Florentil Coconut. And again, on the label, it tells you what the notes are. There's cardamom, pistachio, tuberose, jasmine, amber, benzoin, and coconut. I love coconut. If you don't like coconut, you might not like this one, but I love it. Some of them maybe don't last as long as the original, but again, it also has to do with the concentration. So if you're buying an Eau de Toilette, it already is a lower concentration. So it's pretty much about the same, you know, in terms of the wear time. Florentil Coconut by Dossier. So a cult favorite in the niche fragrance world is Baccarat Rouge 540 by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is insanely expensive. This is for 2.4 ounces. This is about $300. And but it's so good. But it's so good and it smells so good and it's such a unique scent. It is a unisex scent, although I think maybe it is for men, but men and women wear it. It's so unique. It gets so many compliments. And Dossier has a similar fragrance, Ambery Saffron. And again, the notes are saffron, orange blossom, jasmine, plum, cedarwood, oak moss, fir balsam, and amber. It smells so good. I would say that this is maybe like a 90% dupe. It's so similar because with this, you know, when you have such an expensive fragrance, you kind of want to use it sparingly. So I start off with a couple spritzes of this and then just really kind of go heavy, go heavy with the Dossier version. Now, another dupe to the Baccarat Rouge 540 is Ariana Grande's Cloud. This is so similar, and people who think they're not similar, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. They are so identical to me, and when you wear it, you get the same effect, I think. Ariana Grande's fragrance. This size is about $50. This is such a similar scent and kind of a similar DNA to BR540, I think. This maybe is a little more artificial, but it is just so good. I really, really like it. And if you want to go even cheaper, In the Stars from Bath & Body Works. Oh my God, this stopped me in my tracks. I was at the gym and I smelled it and I was like, oh my God, someone has Baccarat Rouge 540. So there was this woman, you know, getting ready, and I went up to her and I said, I'm so sorry, what is your perfume? It smells so good. And she said, oh, it's this. And it was this, In the Stars. I'd never heard of it. You have to try it. I don't even know what to tell you. This is spot on. This is pretty much almost spot on for Baccarat Rouge 540 In the Stars. I don't know how much this is. I'll put the prices down below. Okay, another Tom Ford dupe. So Tom Ford Lost Cherry. This is another cult favorite. It actually won an award for, you know, best fragrance of the year a couple years ago. To me, it kind of smells like grenadine, but a little more masculine and not as syrupy sweet. And it just is such a unique scent. It is cherry, but it's not like an artificial, cheap, kind of inexpensive cherry. It's a very complex cherry. And you might not have wanted to try it because it is very expensive. A 50 ml, this is the Eau de Parfum, I think it's $3.50. And so it's pretty pricey, but here is the trick. There are a lot of dupes for this, and one of them is actually by Avon. This is Avon's called Layered Artisan Cherry Vetiver. Avon has really come a long way. The packaging, I think, is so nice. It has that really pretty dark red packaging. It's very substantial, very heavy. It's got the name on there, Layered. This is $53, but it smells almost exactly like Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I mean, I even think it looks nice. It has the really pretty gold labeling right there. Yeah, I just really like it. I will say that this does not last as long when I try it. This just, it seeps into everything, the Tom Ford Lost Cherry. So again, I like to layer the fragrances. So I'll do, you know, just honestly one spritz of Lost Cherry, and then I'll do a couple of these in my hair and my clothes, and it pretty much lasts all day. But this has a longer staying power. And then my final, most complimented fragrance is Parfums de Marly Delina. I love this. It's just so unique. It smells like rhubarb and lychee and Turkish rose. I love the packaging. It's so pretty, but it's very expensive. This is, I think, about $300 for a 2.4 ounce. But I found it the best dupe, and it is by Layered. It's called First Kiss. I had never heard of this until I saw online people recommending this as a dupe for this, and since then I've gotten a couple other dupes of theirs back there. And yeah, it's so good. It just, I don't know, this is probably the closest dupe of all the fragrances I've listed. If I spray them on different arms, I mean, I wouldn't even know. But what I love about the Layered First Kiss is not only does it smell exactly like Delina, but it lasts, I would say, even longer. I don't know. I love it so much. I use it a lot. Yeah, definitely check this out. So again, the Delina is about $300, but Layered's version is about $60. However, they run a lot of promos. A lot of times if you are a first-time buyer, it's 15% off. So I'll include all the links below. But yeah, so those are all of my most complimented fragrances and some inexpensive dupes for them. So you can still smell very expensive, but not break the bank. And I don't discriminate. I have fragrances at all price points, but these are my favorite dupes. So thank you so much, Dossier Fragrances, for sponsoring this video. If you guys check them out, I'll put a link below. There's a little bit of a discount if you use my code. They have a lot of options, and they're always coming out with more. So if you have a fragrance that you love and you don't want to spend $100 on the bottle, go ahead and check them out. So those are my most complimented fragrances. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to catch you in my next video. Bye.